What that booty hole do, that booty hole do, that booty hole do, that booty hole do. Poo nanny, 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 poo nanny. What's up, y'all? I had to throw on a random non-copyright song because I was finishing my coffee. I realized I was gonna be late, and I didn't want to be late because that's what matters, right? You don't want to be late to your own stream. Only shitty streamers do that, right? So looks like we got one person in here right now. Like I said, I do not know what this stream is about, but we will find a direction, kick ass, and take some fucking names. Maybe we'll take down Mr. Beast at some point if we try hard enough. That's my goal. Is we're going to get so big that we can destroy that chocolate bar making fuck, and I think the world will be better off for it. Oh, we got 2 people now. Cool. Like I said, I don't know what the stream's about. I don't have a plan. If anybody has anything they want to talk about in the chat, go right ahead. This is an open, chill stream. I got my weed. Got my, got my hardcore pills there. Service spotty where we're at, but we'll be around here. Sounds good. I feel that. Yeah, I don't know where y'all are from, but I know it's on the East Coast. I don't know if is there a bad storm there right now, or just shitty provider. But I don't know. I was just cleaning and listening to music before this. Adult drugs right there. Hell yeah. Me and my wife have been in the process of cleaning this place up with the help of my sister-in-law, like unpacking it and making it look like somebody's actually lived in this shithole apartment for like more than a year. So that's currently what I'm working on. I haven't seen any new movies lately. I'm wanting to watch Weapons and what's that other one that just came out? Together. I've been meaning to watch 2 of those. It's the superhero movies come out for the year probably. But let's see here. But actually, yeah, I should probably take one of these. I'll do drugs on stream. Or should I do it off camera here? Like, just so I'm not... Just so the YouTubers don't see me doing drugs. Never know nowadays. I know that Twitch, which I'm not streaming on Twitch, but I know they're like really, really anal about certain things. Like you can't show male nipples, or I think people have been like banned for drinking beer from there before. So that sounds horrible. Hey, by the way, I meant to watch y'all stream last night, but dumbass work shit. I got home like right as y'all's stream was ending, and my internet was being shitty, and I tried my hardest to log on, and for some reason my computer forgot that I was supposed to, or it forgot my account, and I had to like re-log in. And by the time I re-logged in, I clicked on, and then both of y'all like had like ended the show. So like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I'm probably gonna go back and watch it later today. But that was a fun time though. If y'all ever want me on again, just hit me up. I'm free Thursdays and Fridays usually. Let's see here. What else? That goes for anybody listening. I would I'll come on your podcast, or I'll come on anybody's streams in here, even if I disagree with you about stuff. We'll chill, we'll chat. Maybe we'll hate each other by the end of it, or love each other by the end of it. You know. Just depends how the vibes are. There doesn't seem to be a lot of in between. People either love me or hate me. I'm like mushroom pizza, you know what I mean? We actually ended early, but hoping to have Lady Ray on next week. Yeah, Ray's cool. I heard about that whole situation, which I've heard that place is a nightmare to work at. I've heard some horror stories from some friends that have worked there. I wouldn't mind if Ray came on here either. If she's on, you know, can always hop in Discord chat or something. Or if anybody wants to Discord chat and talk about shit, argue, don't matter. But so what was I talking about? I should smoke when I'm doing the show, not before, so I can remember. But yeah, Ray's cool. I want to get some horror stories from her about Amazon. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. I mean, just the stuff you see on the news is pretty damn bad. Let me see here. Like, I bet I can Google some shit right now. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a... I'll share my screen here. Well, it'd be cool if, there we go. Yeah. Like this one. U.S. Department of Labor finds Amazon exposed workers to unsafe conditions, ergonomic hazards at 3 or more warehouses in Colorado, Idaho, and New York. I really fucking doubt that's the only places. Let's see here. Yeah, not providing safe workplaces, high frequency with which employees must lift packages and other items, heavy weight of the items handled by workers, employees awkwardly twisting, bending, and extending themselves to lift items, long hours required to complete assigned tasks. Yeah, I heard this job will fuck up your back. There's also this one. 41% of Amazon workers have been injured on the job, new report finds. Let's see here. Today, the Center of Urban Economic Development at the University of Illinois, Chicago released a new report detailing the results of a survey. Yeah, or what is it? The pee bottles all over the roads confirm some of the horror. Yeah, that's true. I'm seeing less beer bottles on the road and more piss bottles. I mean, I guess you can call that an upgrade, but not really. Key findings include 41% of workers report being injured while working at an Amazon warehouse. 51% at the company for more than 3 years have been injured. 69% have had to take unpaid time off due to pain or exhaustion for working at the company in the past month. 34% have had to do so 3 or more times. 52% feel burned out from their work at Amazon. Among those working at the company for more than 3 years, 60% report feeling burned out. 41% always or most of the time feel a sense of pressure to work faster. Another 30% sometimes do. Injury, 53%, and burnout, 78%, are elevated among these feelings, feeling pressure to work faster. 60% experience more workplace monitoring at Amazon than at previous jobs. 9% say less monitoring, 17% say about the same. About the same. So that's, yeah, that's not good. I mean, I'm not surprised, like in the slightest. But yeah, I've heard some horrible stories about that place. Yeah, it would be interesting to see Ray's horror stories about it. For sure. What's that a call from? Fuck off. I ain't answering yo shit. Gotta pay the... You'll get your damn bill money. These people don't know how paydays work. Speaking of which, though, I'm actually ordering something from Amazon. Should be here today at some point. So, cool. What else we got? Wait, what? What? Hold on a minute. The hell is that? Stick with me, folks. Their model kind of relies on high turnover rate. Yeah. I know where I work isn't as bad as Amazon, but yeah, the place I work kind of does the same thing. Like, most of the people are just in and immediately out. Like, we have a handful of people, including me, that still work there, that have worked there for a while. Yeah, check this shit. I just got this alert on my phone. A mob of alien creatures just took 4 nuclear reactors completely offline. They found their way into the filter drums of the pumping station. I know it's not nearly as cool as it probably is. Wait. A swarm of jellyfish shut down 4 of 6 nuclear reactors at the Gravelines power plant near France. How are those aliens? They're jellyfish. The jellyfish found their way into the filter drums of the pumping station, causing a temporary shutdown over the weekend. Jellyfish swarms are increasing around the world as warmer oceans provide better spawning conditions in low oxygen dead zones, caused largely by agricultural runoff. Kill off aquatic competition. Cool. Well, I went for an alien story, and instead I just got something kind of depressing. So whatever, I guess. I'm sick of these bullshit alien stories. It's like, there's like a meteor that's gonna fly by Earth, and they're saying it's like an alien spaceship that's either coming to kill us or save us, even though it's probably just a big fucking rock that's passing by. But there's one Harvard scientist that says otherwise. I mean, look, I hope it is aliens. Because, they gotta be better leaders than, most of the current ones, right? Are there any good world leaders right now? Like, I guess that chick in Mexico, right? I forget her name. But, there. Yeah, I forget her name. That might have been Amazon. I'm not gonna go check right now, though. That's gonna be my revenge. I'll make them wait. Looking out for my homie Ray, you know. I'm getting some strange shit in my newsfeed lately, though. But, like, I don't know, I guess Trump's also meeting with Putin right now in Alaska or something. Is there a stream of that? Maybe I should be reacting to that. That sounds kind of important. Okay, yeah. Give me just a second. Let me put in my earbud like I should have done. At the beginning of this stream. And be a professional streamer. Okay. Glory to Russia. Glory to Russia. Can you see that shit at all? Fuck no. Boom. When's it supposed to start? This is the first one I got from it. Fox. This looks empty as shit. How early are we? When's this supposed to... Honestly, I thought that meeting had come and gone already. Is it? Is this just the aftermath? Or did they just keep the cameras going? Let me see. Trump meeting with Putin time. What time is Trump's meeting with Putin? Here we go. Set to start 3 p.m. Eastern time. Oh shit. I think we're an hour late. Or are they supposed to come out and talk, or are they in the middle of like doing private shit at the moment? I don't think so. I thought it was a day or two ago, but no. Oh, what's up, Ray? I see Dez is here. Kyle. Yeah, I think it's Kyle. I think it's Kyle I've been talking to this whole time. But, okay, yeah, is it over already? Hold on. Those are playlist. I don't think it's started yet. I don't think the press conference has started yet. Yeah, I think we're good for right now. We're both here technically. Dez did throw a few in there. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so they're going to be talking here in a little bit. I think we'll just keep it on until it's ready to go. Yeah, sup? We're both here technically. Yeah. Cool. Well, hello to all three of you then. I forgot that was happening today. Yeah, I think we're early to the press conference. We'll see what happens there. They must be meeting in the back before they come out and do the conference. I think so. Like, I think they're doing like the private chat first, and then they're gonna come out, and it'll be interesting to see. I said I forgot that was even happening today, but it's probably something I don't know that I should cover. Howdy. Howdy, Ray. We were just in here talking shit about Amazon. I looked up statistics of how miserable all the workers there are, and it's cool you're no longer part of that statistic, right? But yeah, I believe that's what's happening. I think they're chatting right now. We'll be first on the scene. I just woke up again, but I'm glad I caught this. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here. It's always cool. People you know show up. I need to get enough subscribers to like unlock vertical streaming too. 'Cause that seems to be the key to like at least starting out with more viewers. Like that's something I've noticed. Like sometimes mine will like kind of build up over the stream, but yours like you immediately start out with like 15 people. And then some of those people gotta be banned, but you know. Gotta get it out there. I should probably cut these into shorts too, like Kyle and Dez have been doing. Where yeah, I've seen a couple of those come out. You heard it here first, folks. That's right. We're either really early or we're just sitting here wasting our time while nothing happens. Like I don't know if there's like a suck sesh going on back there or what. I remember Trump said that like they're meeting in Russia, aka Alaska. Like it seemed that he didn't know that Alaska is an American state, even though it voted for him 3 times. So that's good. I'm almost last sip of coffee. But I think you just have to do an ID verification for vertical stream. It's 50 subs. I don't have 50 subs yet. I'm still small potatoes. So 50 is the first goal, and the next is 500, so I can make money doing this. That's the current plan. So slowly but surely I'll get there. Google says it's happening now. Is the speech happening now? Or just the talks happening now? Like, have they come out and talked already? Let me check up on that. I feel like it'd be on the White House YouTube channel, right? Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. Also, I can shout your stream out on my Twitter, might boost engagement. That's cool if you want to. You don't have to, but that'd be appreciated. Same here, the low barriers are a bitch when you're starting. Yeah, it is. You gotta get your foot in the door, right? Let's see here. President Trump greets the president of the Russian Federation. We can check that out. So I don't think it's started yet. Not that speech anyway. Well, I'm gonna do it then. Well, thank you. It's appreciated. Yeah, hold on. We have this. Go to... God damn. Where's it at? Whoa, there was something back there. Look at this shit. We will begin shortly all the way up to here. Okay. Fall down. Fall down the stairs. Why does he stand like that? Rubbing his hands together. I saw that there was a flyover when Putin got into Alaska. He seemed confused about it. I think 5 military aircrafts flew over. Possible. Is this Pooty Poot Putin? Oh, it is! Let's get a little closer here. Also, I don't know if you can hear me over video or if I have to like pause or mute it. Okay. Yeah, so it seems like that's all that's happened right now. Yeah. Where's my shit? I need multiple monitors. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I think they just met because that was posted like an hour ago, and then I think they're talking, and then I think they're gonna come out and announce something. I don't know what that thing's gonna be. My prediction is that I think Russia will get a small chunk of Ukraine in exchange for ending the war. Ukraine obviously isn't going to be happy about it, but like they've held on to the same piece of land the entire war. They haven't really gained or lost much ground at all for how many people have died. So I think they're going to come out and talk about how they've ended it. Russia got basically what they wanted. And then I think after that there will be some processes to put Ukraine into NATO. And sadly, Ukraine will be in debt to America for generations to come. If I had to guess. I said I don't know when it starts, but I think we are waiting for the right moment. I didn't plan to talk about politics, but I just saw that was kind of happening. So, you know. I lost the chain to my little gay vape here. It was supposed to have a chain on it. And you can hold the chain, and it looks like a little purse. I called it my little gay vape, but sadly that's not a thing right now. It's just a regular vape that's kind of a pain in the ass to sit down without the chain on it. So I probably should have grabbed another drink before I sat down, but whatever. I don't need that shit. So Ukraine already signed a mineral deal for the arms last meeting, I think. Okay. the gape, exactly. Also, rip Corn Pop. Is that what happened? Did Corn Pop pass away? I know TJ was worried about it, and I read what TJ said on the server, uh, so hopefully that's not what happened. Oh, did he say it? Hold on. Let me check. I don't know if I should read this out loud. I'll just read it silently. Damn, that sucks. That's sad. That always sucks when a pet passes away like that. I don't want to read it out loud, just because it's not really my business to post it here about TJ's pets. I didn't want to read it, but like out loud. But no, that does suck. I completely understand why he wouldn't want to. You can't work. Like, I call out of work if something like that happens. Like, if this little fat bitch that's laying beside me would if she passed away, I'd call out of work. I don't think I could do that for sure. Yeah, that does suck. I was wondering if that's what happened. So, and that is a family emergency. I know there's workplaces that don't count like the death of a pet as like something like that, but I 100% think the death of a pet is the death of a family member, because I mean, your pet's family. What else is it? It lives with you. You see it every day. You give it pets. You hang out with it. You watch TV together. You get mad at it when it knocks shit over. You take it out to poop. Like, that's family. So it just doesn't speak English. 100%. Yep. That. Yeah, that's not. That sucks though. Let's see here. Seems like people are setting up the room more. You can barely. Let me show you this shit. See, never let a workplace tell you what's acceptable when it comes to life shit. Exactly. My policy is I just tell my boss that I'm not going to be there if something like that happens. Like if somebody says, or, like I'll tell my boss, like, hey, my pet died, I can't come in today. If they say that they need me, I'm just like, no, I'm telling you that I'm not coming in. Like, that's what's happening right now. I don't give a shit if you don't pay me for it or whatever. This is more important than serving up spoiled dickheads at a register all day. Let's see here. On a lighter note, we have like, I don't know, a bunch of spamming. Most of it's in Russian. I don't know if it's bots or not. Let's see. Just saying when. I can't read that shit. More and more people are walking by, though, so I think they're getting it ready. I don't know when the people are coming in. I don't plan on streaming, like, really long, so watch it start, like, right after I end the stream. That's probably more likely to happen than anything else. Oh, I'm not supposed to show that. You didn't see that shit. You didn't see my stats. Yeah, just ask your boss what he's gonna do next time their pet is sick. Yeah, exactly. Which my current boss is pretty cool. I can't talk shit about that. You know, he's been cool so far with stuff like that. I haven't had a pet die in a while. That's how it always be. Exactly. Trying to get the first scoop, and that's what's gonna happen. But I think that happened the last time. The last time I did have a pet die was my dog. It was my childhood dog. She died when I was working at tax folder spotted. That's something too. Is like I can do finance stuff, but my wife can do it a lot better, and she knows a lot more about the current situation. And if my wife were just to decide to leave me today, financially for a little bit, I'd be fucked. Like bad. Like bad. So like I could get the hang of it eventually, but immediately I'm probably losing this place. Probably go crash with like my mom or something. Yeah. You see me streaming from a different living room. What was I saying though? Oh yeah. My last pet to die was my childhood dog, and when she died, I was working at a Circle K. What the fuck was that? But she was like, she was iffy of even letting me have the day off, and I just told her to get fucked. Like, I'm not coming in probably for a couple days, and I didn't. I was off for like a week because of that. It's very unprofessional of me to show that, though. I think I did that last stream too. Like, I showed my like actual streaming page where I'm looking at the chat because I'm not very smart with computers. I've set all this streaming shit up by myself. Well, not by myself. It's me and ChatGPT working through it. I do need another monitor though. I don't blame you. Yeah. But yeah, no, we were talking shit about Amazon before you came on. It said that like 60 something or 70 something % of people that worked at Amazon were injured in the line of duty. Do you fit into that criteria, Ray? I had a weird dream that I was back in the fucking Air Force last night around a bunch of my old coworkers. Very weird. Were you in the Air Force? I didn't know that. Did you do some bombing runs on ISIS back in the day? Blowing up Syria over here, Lady Ray, the war criminal. Back pain, maybe. Yeah, that's most jobs I've had. Back pain. I have back pain right now. That's why, like I said, you weren't here earlier, but getting fucked up on some, adult drugs, as Kyle put it. I was in the U.S. Air Force for 4 years in maintenance. Oh, okay. So you were fixing up the planes to be good and ready to do the bombing runs. I gotcha. No, that's cool. I got some buddies in the military. I don't think I have any buddies from the Air Force. I had some in the National Guard and some in the Army. Hell yeah, that's right. Weed, Aleve, and coffee. That is the modern adult cocktail right there. All I'm missing is like a voodoo ranger. So I'm not the only one waiting around for that talk to happen. Like, that chat's going a million miles an hour. We need to get them over here. They can spam Russian in my chat, you know. It's a lot of MAGA stuff. It's either MAGA stuff or Russian stuff, which I guess is MAGA. I haven't introduced Aleve just yet. In my opinion, it's the best one. Aleve's the best for back pain. We're going to talk like old people for a second. Aleve's the best for back pain. Excedrin's the best for headaches. Which I usually only get headaches if I stare at a screen for like 24 hours. You know, like headache you get where like your head hurts just from literally being awake and then you have to go to sleep to fix it. I'll post your link in there. This will either end very well or very badly. We'll see. Russian bots are working overtime. Oh, yeah. Good old Russian bots. I'm seeing some Doge stuff, too. They need to update some of those bots. Something about Epstein. Long live Palestine. Yeah. That's genius. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get people in there. Have you already done it? Damn it. You already done it? What we got? Save the whales. Bro taking selfies. Yeah. Yeah, he's over here right now like, hey guys, I'm here at the stage right before the press conference. What does he said? I don't know, he's not at the mic. Alright. Yeah, we got some Russian bots, we got some MAGA bots. Looks like we got some, like, you know, we got some Democrat shill bots too. So not bad. Mr. Beast in Russian. Cool. I don't think any of y'all were here at the beginning, but I said that my I post on the ABC stream. Oh. That might still work, actually. We'll see. We will see. We'll wait as long as it takes. Until I don't feel like doing it anymore. But we'll see what happens. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, at the beginning of this stream, this season of BattleBots is ass. I agree. Like, BattleBots used to be so cool. And now it's just like spamming the N-word at each other. It's not fun. That was fun back in like Call of Duty days. But this is 2025 now. This ain't no Modern Warfare 2 lobby. But yeah, at the beginning of this stream, I talked about my main goal with this channel is to destroy Mr. Beast. We gotta get so big, at least our circle, we gotta take that piece of shit down. What did Mr. Beast do to me? Absolutely nothing. But that chocolate bar making fuck has to go down. Period. I don't like the cut of his jib. I think there's been controversy with him. I have no idea what the fucking controversies are. I think there's one about him having a trans friend, which I don't give a shit. I got trans friends. I know he tried to do a Squid Game. Would have been way cooler if he did real Squid Game. Then I'd probably watch Mr. Beast. He made more money than me. Exactly right, Ray. That son of a bitch. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. That bitch boy. Walmart brand having ass. Exactly. Exactly. See, we're already doing it. We got to build a hate mob for that guy. Just look at his face. All right, hold on. Let me like.
All right.
Oh shit!
This is a mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. We're gonna do a mic check as requested by some of the staff members. So, mic check 1, 2. This is the.
All right, we don't care about that yet. Almost. It's almost time though. You heard that. Just look at this piece of shit. Look at this. Look at this guy. Is that not the face of somebody that should be taken down? I don't know what he's hiding, but it's something. I don't know what it is yet. But I have made it since my very first video. I talk about it in my first stream ever, which was back in like February. That this fuck's got to go down. But yeah, here let's okay, that doesn't matter just yet. I also don't care about the chat, so we're gonna do. Well, that didn't really help. Go away, chat. I don't really care. One of the faces of evil. Exactly. Smug looking son of a gun. Yeah, he is. Like yeah, exactly. Like, it's his face. He makes way more money. He's way more successful than any of us combined. I don't even know what he did before. Like, I started hearing about him when he started doing that, giving away $50,000 to a crackhead kind of thing, which that's cool and all. But now he's doing, like, you know, like, no YouTuber needs a damn chocolate bar, okay? If they do, like, I've had it. It's like a mid-ass, normal-ass chocolate bar. I'd rather have a Hershey's. But, you know, there's just something about him, and I'm going to take him down. It's my mission. I just need the subscribers and the money first. Let's see here. Okay, what are they saying?
Just Russian lectern right now, and just doing some audio checks to make sure everything is good. Also, make sure everyone gets their white balance, and just verify everything is good. Eventually here.
Okay, before that, he was just a regular YouTuber before that. He was doing like gaming content. Okay, that makes sense. I was never like super big into the Let's Play community. Like, there are some people I watch, but that's not like, yeah, boring. I could see that. So what you're saying, Ray, is we could replace him. Oh yeah, 100%. You know what we should do? We're gonna start, like, we're gonna be the new Game Grumps, alright? We're gonna be the Game Grumps without all the soy boy bitch energy. So, like, we just gotta start playing games. We gotta be the funny edgelord versions of, you know, some kind of, like, content house kind of gaming channel. I think we could do it. And then we make enough money, and we take down Mr. Beast. And we take all of his money and his properties, and then we're good to go. I meant the mic check dudes are boring. Yeah, they are. We're all here for that orange bitch and the little Russian goblin. We don't give a shit about white guy number 1 and white guy number 2. I'm down. Good. Alright, yeah, we'll do it. What do we call it? We can't call it Game Grumps, obviously. I haven't watched them in forever. I used to watch Game Grumps back when I was in, like, school. So... These guys are not interesting. Bring out the main act. Nobody cares about your bitch asses. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get something to drink. I figured I'll start with the Alien movies. Sounds good. Oh, new review. Cool. The only gaming content I've ever watched was AVGN. AVGN is badass. He's a legend. The only ones I watch like today is I watch Oni Plays because they're actually pretty funny. You know, it has the dude from Smiling Friends. I also watch Doug. And then there's one that my wife watches. He's pretty funny too. But that's it. Like, I don't know. I can't watch too many of them. Most Let's Players are exactly the same. I say is I'm in a chat with people that we've all kind of ripped off from people we watch in a Discord. But that's not the point. Alright. I'm going to see if this will work. I'm going to get up to grab a drink. And I'll miss the first few seconds of the speech. Because that's how it works. I miss it? Nah, didn't work. Damn it, Squishmallows. Eh. That was worth a try. The camera's moving. This is riveting stuff, by the way. I know that this is stream of the year right here. Sometimes it's fun to try hearing what the mic picks up. Let's see.
1, 2. Question mic 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is a question mic check. Q&A check 1, 2.
Squishmallow. Yeah, my wife has like an army of Squishmallows. What you see behind me isn't even like scratching the fucking surface. She's like a slave to buying these things. We got the fucking Aristocats. White one. I forget its name. We got Little Moth. Let's see here. Directly behind me, we have I forget, that's the goth Hello Kitty bitch. I forget her name. There's a ghost. And a witch fox. And this is supposed to be like a rainbow turkey, I think. And these are just all the tiny ones that fit on the back of the couch. This is not even... You should see all the ones in the bedroom and in the fucking storage building. Jesus Christ. The hell was that on the screen? I need more squid. Yeah, exactly. They knew what they were doing. They're geniuses. Marketing. What we got here? Here's another moth, except it's blue, not yellow. There's a calico cat. Here's a ghost cosplaying as Satan. That's always cool. We're so old. I remember Beanie Babies. Yeah, like these are these are basically the new Beanie Babies, right? Nothing's happening yet, so I'll go back to full screen here. Yeah, let's see here. I'll show this one. There's like a cat. It's like a blue skeleton. I'm getting to where I can't reach him. Hold on. There's a butterfly. Little green butterfly. And here's the Grim Reaper. It's a girl Grim Reaper, and she's blushing. So. I can't reach the other ones, but the other ones aren't Squishmallows. There's a Jack Skellington. There's 2 Pokemon, Litten and Sprigatito. I love the blue skeleton. Yeah, it's pretty cool. She has, like I said, Squishmallows. You know, they're not really my thing. She can decorate this place however she wants, though. I don't really care about decor that much. But she has pretty good taste in the Squishmallows. There's definitely way lamer Squishmallows out there. Let's see here. But yeah, maybe I'll make a video one day. We'll just show all of them. I think we have like a bearded dragon, and we have one in the bedroom that's like the size of like a giant pillow. It's an axolotl, like a pink one. So. But we're not going to be able to do this today, are we? What are they talking about now?
Sure that we'll once again verify and have the fidelity here. So again, testing the Russian translation. And are we having any issues? Can you get a thumbs up, or can I get a something from my audio team over there that we're...
Are we waiting on the presidential diaper change? Probably. Putin, there's something very important. I want to show you how to change a diaper. I'm sure you'll be the best at it. So, I get a lot of these fake news things too. Like it'll be like, oh my god, look what's happening here. And then that didn't happen. Yeah, no.
On this channel. You need any more tests, or you're happy, or what's the... Okay,
I owned Beanie Babies. Yeah, I think even I had some. Like, I was born a little bit, like, after or, like, when that fad was dying. But I remember as a little kid, there were a few around. I think they were what was left of my mom's. Like, I think my mom had a few. I think I had, like, a bear and, like, a puppy dog or something. I had my mom's pound puppy, too. If y'all remember pound puppies. Let me see here. I have one or two, yeah. You can still get... Do they still sell Beanie Babies? I haven't seen one in forever that in a store. Pound puppies. Not the animated series. Yeah, it's how much... It's insane how much nonsense pops up because of ads. Yeah. Now, Ray, I don't want you getting PTSD. But, these things. Do y'all remember these things? I'm sorry, it's on Amazon.com. Yeah, I have one of these, too. Trying to see if they have the one I had. I had that brown one right there that didn't have any spots on it. I think it was my mom's. All right, yeah, I'll get that off the screen, Ray. I'm sorry you had to see that, but yeah, I remember I had that one. I mean, every now and then there's just a big toy collectible fad, though. Uh, like when I was a teenager, it was Funko Pops, which Funko Pops are still around, but they're like not in their prime anymore. Like they were fucking everywhere. I have like 50 of them just from when like I wasn't even really obsessed with them. I got a couple of them that I thought were cool, but then people knew of other shit that I liked, and I just kept getting them like as gifts because it's an easy gift, you know, for somebody. You know, where it's like, oh yeah, he likes Dragon Ball Z. He likes Wolverine. Get him one of those. Like I have like I have a Goku one. I think I have one of Wolverine and Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I don't know. Funko Pops came around at like the same time in the 2010s, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, you remember the fucking 90s? Remember how awesome and perfect the 90s was?" Well, we're here to ruin it by getting rid of your nostalgia and turning it into a business model. Think about changing my background. I'm not sure to what yet. Like maybe something animated. I never got into Funko Pops. Yeah. I definitely fell for like the 90s nostalgia stuff. Like I'm doing like some cleaning out and getting rid of some stuff I don't need anymore, and I was going through some shirts, like all my shirts to see what I don't want to wear anymore, and a lot of it was from like that 90s nostalgia age, like where there's all, you know, I have all these shirts that are like, remember Rugrats, remember Cat Dog, and it's like, you know, I got rid of those. I went back to my main style, which is just random black band t-shirt with a pair of blue jeans. You mean 99% of GameStop's inventory? Yeah, nowadays. Like, you go into GameStop, there's like a little chunk of the wall that says Nintendo, then a little chunk of the wall that says Xbox, and then a little chunk of the wall that says PlayStation. And then there's this huge wall over here that's nothing but fucking Funko Pops. And then in the middle, what is it? You got like some anime t-shirts and some overpriced like Power Rangers action figures. That's all GameStop is anymore. GameStop's basically a comic shop without the comics in it. I mean, I like the 90s too, but I mainly miss the music and the culture. Yeah, that can have something to do with it. Whoa, the screen went black. What's that about? What's going on there? Whoa. Are we about to start? What's going on? No, it's the same shit. What was that about? Classic look for the modern man. Yeah, which I dress like that a lot anyway, but yeah, I've gotten back into it. I plan on, I threw out a bunch of shirts, so I'm planning on getting like some new band shirts. So the black band tee and the jeans, you can't go wrong. But, yeah, I mean, the culture of the 90s was cool. And like I said, I'm a little too young to remember it. I remember, like, the back half of it a little bit, right? I was born in 98. So, like I said, I remember the late stuff. Like, you know, like, when I was a little kid, I remember, like, you know, like Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys being on the radio, Blink 182, you know, cartoons like Hey Arnold and Rocket Power and Cat Dog and stuff like that. Like, I remember when that was like the shit. And I remember watching that kind of fade away into the early 2000s stuff. You know, when the early 2000s got here, it was more like, yeah, you had like Invader Zim and Ben 10, and you know, music wise, it was more. I know Eminem was a thing in the '90s, but he had like a different kind of vibe in the early 2000s. A lot of that was dope, though. Yeah, it was. Like it was a cool culture too. The early 2000s would have been dope as fuck if it wasn't for like the war on terror. like if it wasn't for that, it'd be a pretty cool decade. I was born in '89. Okay. Okay, so you remember like the whole '90s basically. Like you actually grew up in the '90s. That's cool. So, there's always a decade crossover for the first 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, like you're like the beginning of the 2020s felt a lot like the 2010s, but now we're seeing like we're finally starting to see the 20s get its own kind of personality. Like something I've noticed was like, you know, like the fashion style is different now. Different kinds of music, like I'm noticing the death of some kinds of music, and then you're seeing stuff like hardcore punk's coming back, and that's pretty cool. What really defines this decade, though, I think, is like the introduction of AI. It's something that that's something that just makes it look completely different from the 2010s. That minor little war thing, yeah. I loved all the Cartoon Network shows in the late 90s. Yeah, like Johnny Bravo was fun. Johnny Bravo is still one of my favorite cartoons. You know, and you had Dexter's Lab was cool. Samurai Jack, the Powerpuff Girls, like that was a cool, like the late 90s, early 2000s. Honestly, obviously I'm biased because that's when I grew up, but that was a really cool age to be like a little kid that watched a lot of cartoons. Like there was some good stuff on back then. Like there's a Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, how could I forget Courage the Cowardly Dog? Ed, Edd and Eddy was also. I fucking loved Ed, Edd and Eddy. I know some people either love it or hate it. Courage was one of my favorite shows too, though. So obviously that's age bias, because if you talk to somebody that grew up in the '80s, they're gonna tell you like, you know, He-Man and the Ninja Turtles and all that were the best. Which I like the Ninja Turtles too. The Ninja Turtles has been a thing forever now. Like it's still on. It's in. Obviously, it's not the same as it was before, but kids can still turn on Ninja Turtles or like Power Rangers. That's the good shit. Yeah, that's right. So I mean that's kind of cool at least. Like kids can still experience that to some degree. What else did they have around that time? You had SpongeBob back when it was good, which is like the first 4 seasons. So a lot of it's nostalgia for me. Yeah, and like we're seeing like early 2000s nostalgia now, but it's not the same as the 90s nostalgia that was in the 2010s. Like it seems to be like it's not as much of a force to be reckoned with, even though I liked it better. I miss that aesthetic. Like, do y'all remember like the teenage boy aesthetic of the early 2000s? Like that what is it? Like that Tony Hawk, Halo 2, like PS2, OG Xbox, like kind of aesthetic. Do you know what I mean? Like I loved that shit. Like I think that was a fun ass aesthetic. Ed, Edd and Eddy was me and my friends scheming constantly. Yeah. I loved there really was no moral to Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like the main characters were the bad guys, and I think I just really liked that as a kid. Like I didn't comprehend that at the time, but they're basically the anti-heroes. Everybody else is just tired of their shit, but it was fun. Some of the best like slapstick comedy of that era. Not my thing, but I get it. Yeah. Everybody has their own little... My two favorite aesthetics are what I just described, and then another one was one I wasn't even alive for. But that, like, gritty 80s... It's almost cyberpunk, but it's not because it's, like, 40 years old. But, like, that gritty, like, neon 80s, like, kind of look. I always love that shit, too. Nu metal, hip-hop will always be my style. Okay. There's some cool nu metal. It's not really much my thing, but there's some cool... I like Mushroom Head and Slipknot. My wife loves Linkin Park. I never really got into hip-hop. I don't have anything against hip-hop. I just, I prefer just a different sound. But that's all cool. Yeah, they're also the most likable. That's true, too, with Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like, they are the most likable. Like, there's really no good guys in Ed, Edd and Eddy, except what, like, Plank? Like, Plank's probably, like, the most, like, the least evil character. I thought Ed, Edd and Eddy had a good finale, too. Like, that final movie, it was good closure. And it came out at, like, the perfect time, because, that was when I was starting to get out of cartoons, and I felt like I was becoming more of an older kid, and I wanted to watch more shit like Tarantino movies or stuff like that. And it came out like right as my childhood was like ending, so that was cool. Early Linkin Park is the shit. Early Linkin Park was decent. Like I said, I'm not a huge Linkin Park fan. My wife is diehard. Their first, like, 3 albums are pretty good, though. Korn. Yeah, Korn's cool. They kind of led the nu metal movement. Like, they kind of... I will say, like, Korn helped the 90s find its sound, like, for metal, you know? And that's, like, you had, like, Korn and Rob Zombie and Manson and, you know, Static X... Like, all those guys, you know, they kind of define... Because, 80s metal... 80s metal was more like, yeah! Like, kind of shit. And, and then I think with the help of Nirvana, that kind of changed what kind of sounds people wanted to hear. And, Korn kind of helped, pave the road for that. I'm gonna do things my way. It's my way. My way or the highway. Like, I don't like Limp Bizkit, but you can't not like Limp Bizkit. You know what I mean? like they're too fun. Like I don't listen to them like really at all, but I reference them all the time. Like, I'll be at work and I'm just like, just one of those days. System of a Down is definitely one of my favorite all time. Yeah. System of a Down's cool. I like Chop Suey and Aerials, BYOB. Toxicity. But so now they are cool. They're way too fun. Yeah. Yeah, Limp Bizkit's fun. Rolling, 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 rolling. BYOB is a favorite of mine. It's probably my favorite System of a Down song. Yeah, I like the sound. I like what the message of the song is. Like, it's still relevant. Obviously, we're about to watch something that this song can relate to. Seems like the room's filling up, by the way. So maybe they'll be here soon, but who fucking knows, right? What other nu metal stuff is there that I'm not thinking of? Like I said, I like Mushroom Head. Who else is there? Corn Limp Biscuit, Slipknot. I like Slipknot. They're taking their sweet ass time. They sure are. I didn't realize the suck sesh would go on this long. What if we come out here and like Trump just has the complete ever-loving shit beat out of him, and like he's got like a black eye, like a cartoon neck brace on. Putin's over there like normal. It's like, oh shit. But I like Slipknot. I like their old stuff and their new stuff. Mindless Self-Indulgence is good. Oh yeah, Desi, you put that too. Yeah. I'm not a big Deftones person. I know like people that love the Deftones really love the Deftones. I don't have anything against them, but I'm just not I just never really got into them. Tool's I have the same feeling about Tool. Like I like Schism. I never really got into them. It's cool. Like they're cool. I have nothing against them, but I just never got really into them like a lot of other people did. I love Rob Zombie. Static X is cool. I like Mudvayne a lot. Soulfly is a cool one-hit wonder. Kitty's cool. Yeah, Dez. Yeah, Dragula. Spine Shank's cool. Snot is cool. Sepultura, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Dragula and Living Dead Girl. I think my favorite Rob Zombie song is Feel So Numb. I like that one. Papa Roach. I like a couple Papa Roach songs. Is Manson new metal? I know he's like industrial, but like there's a few industrial bands that are also new metal. I like Manson. I mean, Manson's one of those people like I've liked all of his albums. POD's alright. I'm not like a big POD fan. I know they're like a Christian kind of thing. Cold Chamber's alright. Machine Head's cool. I do like Machine Head. Il Nino's alright. OTEP is cool. Manson's not really a rapper. Well, you don't gotta be a rapper to be new metal. That's rap metal. There's a lot of rap metal that is new metal, though, too. Yeah, Kitty. Edema. Edema's cool. I liked Stained back when I was younger. But that's one of the... Stained is one of those bands, like, when I go back and listen to them, I'm like, eh. You know, like, I think Stained is one of those, like, they were decent in their time, you know? Kind of like Weezer. Like, I used to think Weezer was cool, but you go back and listen to... I go back and listen to Weezer now, and I'm like, eh. This belongs exactly where it came out. Like, they were cool for that period. I'm not really a Chevelle fan. I used to like Disturbed. I don't like how much of a Israeli bootlicker the singer is. I think it makes him look like a hypocrite. Drowning Pool's got a couple good ones. I'm not a fan of Godsmack. Power Man 5000's cool. But, oh shit. Yeah, in the Green Day era. Has there ever been a good Christian metal band? Is there? I don't know. Let's look that up. Let's see here. Green Day era. Yeah. I'm wearing a Green Day shirt, actually. Are there any good Christian metal bands? Haste the Day used to be good for a Christian metal band. Some of these I don't even know. I know August Burns Red. They're alright. I didn't know they were really Christian. But, they're not bad. I've heard of Wolves at the Gate. I feel like I've heard some of their stuff before. I saw South Park making fun of them the other night. I saw, is that who they were making fun of in South Park? I thought it was Trivium. That makes sense, though. A lot of metalcore bands seem to be Christian. It's like a big thing. As I Lay Dying's okay. I think Red sucks. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Wasn't As I Lay Dying supposedly Christian? And the singer used to have his what? Tried to have his wife. Did he? That's pretty metal, I guess. I don't even know most of these. I'm not a big Christian person. They're making fun of Christian metal in general. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know most of these. Wikipedia's got us. Hold on. Christian metal bands. The reason Christian metal is lame, a lot of these Christian ones, is because, like, it's missing the point. Like, it just feels like Christianity's just trying to get its grubby little fingers on whatever it can. Like that Christian goth shit. Not a fan of that band, but he made a band called Austrian Death Machine where the lyrics are all Arnold Schwarzenegger movie lines. That's pretty cool. I've heard of the Agony Scene. Yeah, As I Lay Dying. I've heard of Attack Attack. They've gotten better. They used to be like that auto-tuned, like, crunk core shit, but I guess they realized nobody likes the sound of that, so they made, you know, they changed that. They're okay now. I've seen Bless the Fall at Warped Tour. They're whatever. Very generic sounding. The only one I can even think of is Black Sabbath, and that's not because they inserted Christ in their music or anything, or because they inserted Christ. Yeah, like, I wouldn't consider them Christian metal. Like, a lot of metal, a lot of goth stuff, usually will have, like, Christian themes, but it's not really, like, pro-Christian or anti-Christian. It's just because, like, our culture's so ingrained in that it's, you know, you can find, like, the dark side of those things. Is this going yet? No. Alright, what else we got? Three Teeth is super dope. New Industrial. Okay. Was that up here? Are they Christian? Oh, no. Okay. Are there any other ones that I recognize? I've heard of The Devil Wears Prada. They're whatever. These guys suck. I've heard of these people. They're lame. Just give them a listen. Actually, don't give them a listen. Family Force 5. I've heard of Fit for a King. I can't recall anything they've done. South Park is making fun of a band called Sanctified. I think so. I think they are real. Let's see here. Flyleaf, they're not really my thing. When I was forced to go to church, there was this teenage emo girl there that, like, worshipped them. Let's see here. There's a band called Gwen Stacy. Okay. I've heard of Haste the Day. I don't remember what they sound like. heard of I Am Terrified. There's none on here, though, that just scream, like, this band's awesome, that I'm seeing, though. I didn't know Memphis May Fire was Christian. They're okay. I gotta be in the mood for it, but they're alright. My Children, My Bride, they're okay. Norma Jean. Norma Jean's alright. All these Vans Warped Tour bands, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of these I know of because this was like my teenage years growing up. The 2010s, when it came to like punk and metal, you basically just had like, yeah, this metalcore stuff, or you had like I can't say that word. Like just very, very light pop punk that's basically just pop where a dude with emo hair is singing it, yeah. But like, it seems like metal and punk are starting to find their like footing again in the 20s. Like the music's better than it was in that decade. Like it was a dark time for rock and roll. The 2010s were. Who else we got? Say it, Trinity. Pop punk in the 2010s was 90s gay. You know what I mean? Like it was all. You remember that 2010s look where people were wearing like, you know, the emo hair with the beanie, like the orange skinny jeans with the plaid shirt, pizza t-shirt, like that, yeah. The scene music, yeah, that dominated the 2010s. It was not a big time. Some of these bands have changed their sound a little bit and have become a better bands, like not the Christian ones, but yeah, like the metalcore and shit in general. They've kind of changed their sound. Some of them have, but and some of them actually sound pretty good now. I saw Skillet and Haste today at a Christian weekend thing back. Okay, yeah, my wife's seen Skillet. Skillet's kind of worshipped around here because they're actually from my state. So everybody's like, yeah, Skillet. I'm not a big Skillet fan. They had like 2 alright songs. I forgot about Skillet though. I don't like Red. God damn, there's a lot. I didn't know Shai Hulud was Christian. Okay. Skillet's alright. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but yeah, like I said, they're big here. They're pretty cringe. Did it say Skillet up here? They are a metal band. Yeah, there they are. Right there. That's probably about it. What was that one we were looking for? Sanctify? Is that a thing? I don't see Sanctify on here. There's Sanctifica. Oh yeah, have y'all heard of this un-black metal? Because black metal is like anti-Christian. So the Christians made un-black metal. That way you can enjoy the sound of black metal, but it likes Christ. It's like, what's even the fucking point? I spent the 2010s listening to trap, death metal, and horrorcore while making my own good times. Okay, yeah. I did a lot of like searching for like good music. Like it gave me it was a good time to find out what I actually do like. Is that going yet? No. I heard about that years ago and almost had an aneurysm. Yeah. Un-black metal is a religious philosophy and subgenre within black metal, inheriting several characteristics of it, such as the melody, the lyrics, the aesthetics, whose artists either directly oppose the Satanism prevalent in most black metal or promote Christianity in their lyrics and imagery. Like, what's even the fucking point? Like, just don't do black metal. That's the whole point. I remember they had that name when everyone's still saying, what up, home skillet, and I hated it. Yeah. It was like, I'm from Tennessee, so, like, most music in, most music from Tennessee is country. That's like, it's like the country capital of the world. And I don't like country. Mostly. There's some okay ones, not anything you hear on the radio, like no Toby Keith bullshit. But like rock bands, you had like a couple. The biggest rock band from Tennessee, if you're not counting like Johnny Cash or Elvis or anything, but if you mean like in more of the modern sense, the biggest is probably Paramore. And then after Paramore, yeah, you have like Skillet and like Kings of Leon, and then Whitechapel. And then after that, you're just getting into more obscure stuff for most of it. Which, Ray, you're from Texas. There's a lot of cool bands from Texas. The biggest band's what? Like Pantera or... No, probably ZZ Top. I'd say it's probably the biggest band from Texas, if I had to guess. I don't know where Kyle and Desi are from. I know y'all are on the Eastern time. I don't know what state, though. Good job. We will hear this damn conference. I don't know when. But we will hear it. Maybe. Maybe the conference is the friends we made along the way. I believe Chameleonaire and Tech 9 are here as well. From Texas? Okay. Let's see here. I'm a nerd when it comes to like stuff like that, like genres and where people are from, like bands are from. Hold on. Musical groups from Texas. What we got? Alright, rock bands. Should probably put you back. Probably put the screen back up. What we got? We got fucking... Oh, Bowling for Soups from Texas. They're pretty fun, actually. They're a cool band. Tech 9 will always be my go-to. Pick me up, yeah. Tech 9's cool. No, he's from Kansas City, Missouri. Who's from Kansas City, Missouri? Oh, Tech 9 is? Okay. I'm just looking for bigger names. I know Reckless Kelly. I know Reverend Horton Heat. They're like a... Yeah, Psychobilly. Psychobilly's fun if y'all ever listen to it. We're in New Hampshire. Oh! So y'all have like the king of punk then G.G. Allen. That's where G.G. Allen's from, right? That's pretty cool, actually. I'm thinking about ordering a shirt of him. Let's see here. Alternative rock groups from Texas. What we got? Boxcar Satan. Oh, the Butthole Surfers are from Texas. I like the Butthole Surfers. Memphis May Fires from Texas. Okay. Tech9 is honestly the hardest working performer out there right now. He's constantly dropping new music and touring nonstop. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's do, okay, hard rock. What kind of hard rock bands we got from fucking flying here? Oh yeah, ZZ Top. ZZ Top's probably the biggest band from Texas, right? I'd say. It's kind of hard to beat them. Metal. There we go. Angkor Wat. Yeah, they're cool. Damage Plan. Yeah, Crown the Empire. Drowning Pool. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, you kind of have your scenes in each region. The South seems to be more metal than anything else, if you're not counting country, because country's obviously the biggest thing from the South. Hell Yeah. I remember Hell Yeah from back in the day. Yeah, Pantera. Pantera is probably the biggest metal band from Texas, I'd say. Yeah, Drowning Pool. Checks out. Upon a Burning Body. Union Underground. Texas Hippie Coalition. I remember them. Rigor Mortis, yeah. Glam metal, there's two. Pantera's not glam metal, but alright. I like that song from Hell Yeah. It was Alcohol and Ass. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, Moth. Okay. Remember that one. What kind of punk you got in Texas? I know 30 Foot Fall. Let's see here. Phoenix, Texas is pretty good. I've heard of Lower Class Brats. Riverboat Gamblers. Okay. Okay, hardcore. Yeah, Butthole Service. The Dicks are good. Yeah, Pantera. Yeah, Pantera's not. Pantera is groove metal. Kublai Khan, yeah. Oh, MDC's from Texas. That's cool. Millions of Dead Cops. Emo from Texas. What we got? Nothing. Not very emo. Lamb of God are from Texas. I thought they were. Wait, maybe they're in here. Hold on. Nope. I don't know. Let's see where they're from. I've seen Lamb of God live. They were pretty cool. I saw them with Metallica back when I was a kid. No, not the fucking... Lamb of God. Band. Lamb of God is from Richmond, Virginia. I did not expect that. I feel like they sound kind of... They have like a Southwest kind of sound, in my opinion. So that kind of surprises me. Lamb of God's kind of cringe. I like them. They're nice dudes, but I get why people don't like them. That concert, I was like 11. It was my first concert. It was Gojira back when they like first started like getting big, and then Lamb of God, and then Metallica was the headliner. That was a fun concert. It was a cool first concert for sure. We missing any from here? You got any pop punk in Texas? Early Pantera actually were glam. Oh, really? Okay. Oh god, this is a scene pop punk band. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier with 90s gay pop punk. Like, you know, because when you think of pop punk, you think of like Green Day or you know, The Offspring or something like that. But this is where like it's only called punk because the dudes have emo hair and skinny jeans basically. Forever the Sickest Kids is pretty bad. Unity, Texas is decent, yeah. I get it, yeah. That's basically about it, right? Set It Off. I know of Set It Off, yeah. Yeah, Set It Off is one of those. Yeah, Unity, Texas, yeah. Like I said, I know Gigi Allen's from New Hampshire. I don't know who else is from there. The Queers can be fun. Alternative rock groups. Our Last Night. I actually do know these guys, so they have that post-hardcore scene sound, but they're like a cover band. They're like a modern version of Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, if you've ever heard of them. They got some funny shit. Like they'll just do like a metalcore version of like Under the Sea. It's dope concert. Anything, yeah. You don't like Set It Off? I'm not a big fan. I don't dislike them, honestly. If I'm thinking of the right people, I don't think I've listened to enough of them. I remember when they had like those Punk Goes Pop albums that came out, which it was just metalcore bands usually, like covering pop songs. I remember they covered one on there. I haven't really delved too deep into them, so I can't properly compliment or shit talk if I'm being fair. Is this on yet? No, now everybody's gone. Did we miss it? Did we miss the fucking thing? Whatever. Metal groups from New Hampshire. What we got? Backstabbers Incorporated. Check out Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Okay. Scissor Fight. It's a stoner metal band. Okay. I think I've heard of Scissor Fight actually. From Portsmouth. Okay. I think I've heard of that band. Scroll back. Scroll back to what? I'm on New Hampshire. I know Gigi Allen's from New Hampshire, but I don't know about anybody else really, besides what we saw just then. Garage Rock. The Shags. That's a very garage rock name. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's definitely some good bands out there. Like, I don't know. I think it's cool to kind of go like wherever you live and like try to find like local stuff. Yeah, I don't know what you told me to scroll back on, but they come out for Tuesday. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, did we miss it? I think we missed it because the news is saying it happened already. Really? Alright, hold on. Hold on a minute. I'll just react to it if that's the case, then I can pause it. Let's see here. It hasn't said it's been streamed or anything. What happens if I just go to live right here? I don't know. What's Google saying? I think we missed it because, okay, if you scroll back in the stream, Trump and Putin are walking together. Are they? Did we actually miss it? Are they just not coming out? I don't see them up there. Killer Intellect is from New Hampshire. He's pretty dope. Okay, he's me. Okay. I'll check that out. I saw them walking on the runway. Yeah, we watched that video earlier of them outside. Like, Trump, like, greets him, and they go stand on a stage for a second. But... I don't have anything. There's no videos of like this anywhere though, of like them talking in here, and there's a couple other live streams that are still going of this room from different angles. Like there's one where the camera's like over here. So I don't know. I think right now these are politicians just saying, "Hey, I'm here to blah blah blah." What's the chat say? When the fuck does this start? No, they didn't speak yet. The Putin Whopper with fries. Okay. Let's go. Come out, cowards. Yeah, I still don't think they're starting. Yeah, they're dragging their feet. Yeah, what the fuck are they doing? There is no longer the Epstein Island. Now there is the Trump Alaska bunker. Get on with the squirrel jokes! You're saying about Tech 9? I actually don't know much about Tech 9. I remember I had a friend in high school that really liked him. He was like into a lot of horrorcore too. I don't know if, like, I don't even know what Tech 9 his like main genre is. Yeah, he's a rapper. Yeah. Hip hop, rap rock, horrorcore. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy in high school that was a juggalo. He liked Tech 9 a lot. This is getting... Try to get the scoop. Bullshit. Drink some more Coca-Cola. I don't know. Anybody else have anything to talk about while we sit here? Oh, I didn't even have that on the thing the whole time. I've just been staring at my beautiful face. Anybody have anything else interesting to talk about while we're sitting here doing nothing? Oh shit. I did it again. I showed my shit again. Don't dox me, you three. I swear to God. And another thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Another thing. I know there's other bastards in the Discord right now. I see who my friends are. How many people are online right now? Yeah. We gotta have other people in here. Where's Lance? Where's Krista? We would never. Yeah. He's got a lot of diverse shit, honestly. I could see that. I've dipped my fingers in horrorcore a little bit. I never got fully into it. Like I said, I had some friends that were really into it. I remember growing up when I was hanging out with them, because we were the stoner kids. I remember him playing a lot of ICP and Twisted, a lot of Memphis rap, horrorcore kind of stuff. But yeah, good old Tech 9. This bitch saying anything? I'm sorry I called you a bitch. I know nothing about you. No. I don't know. If it don't take off here in a second, I might end the stream. We've been going on for almost 2 hours. I can just react to it later if I decide to stream in the next day or two. If nothing happens, turn into a nothing burger. Eminem was really the first artist I got into. Okay. All the docs, that's right. Docs away, I guess. But I had a little phase with Eminem. I think everybody has a Eminem phase, right? Seems that way. I wasn't into him when I was younger, but I remember getting into when that Recovery album came out. He got really big again, and then I went back and I started listening to his older stuff for a little while too. I mean, Eminem's cool. Your call. We'll keep going here for a second. This is the most patience I've tried to show with Trump fucking ever. Now there's nobody. Starting to think this isn't even this isn't even real. This is AI. That was my introduction. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get into him during the Slim Shady era. But I mean, you can see though, if we go to the main page here. Okay, this says it hasn't happened yet. Hold on. Three 6 Mafia, yeah. Let me some Eminem. He got a few bad albums, but most of it is dope. I like the Marshall Mathers. What's it called? It's the album where he disses all those people. He's like, "'Cause I'm just Marshall Mathers." I do like 3 6 Mafia. I have to represent some local groups, right? Yeah, that's not... I don't know who that is, but okay. Because I don't think this is this isn't from... Is it? Is this from the Trump conference?
After the coup that took place in Kiev, using armed forces against the peaceful population of the southeast, then the southeast of Ukraine, against Donbass.
Suggestion: turn the music from different states into a segment short. Also, I missed the Eminem phase on the account of the ICP MySpace underground scene at the time. Yeah, I could see that. Also, I don't think this is, yeah, this isn't it. Yeah, this is in St. Petersburg. But, yeah, that could be a good segment. I tried doing, like, a release of the week thing. That was back when I wasn't getting, like, any views. So I might do something like that. That might be something cool to check out and do. There's definitely places like everywhere has like its cool little culture, right? Like the underground scenes. But obviously some are bigger than others. Like if you did California, like it seems like 99% of bands are from California. Like that'd be like a very big multiple part series. For sure. There's a lot of bands from New York too. The biggest is probably, I don't know. Who's the biggest band from New York? Probably like the Ramones. The Ramones probably. Yeah, I don't think this is happening. What else is going on in the world right now? This is basically about it, right? Like, yeah, because here's... NBC's in the same spot. Newsmax is... Yeah, we're all just waiting. What the hell's going on back there? I think we should call it. They're just going to take like another hour. Probably. My wife should be on her way home from work soon. If she's not... If this hasn't started by the time she gets back, I'm just going to end it. I'd rather spend time with loved ones than sit here and get stood up by two old men. Yeah. Anything else we can talk about before we head out? Like I said, what's going on in the world today besides this? What's going on in the news? That is you, yeah. You were on there. I watched the whole video. I don't know why it showed like only a third of it. Let's see here. This is all that's happened, basically. Yeah. This is all that's happened today so far.
This is a moment. It is a real moment, and there you see President of the United States first, deplaning Air Force One. You know, let's just take a moment and listen. You can hear all the plane sound, but see and listen to this moment.
You guys old enough to remember Hollywood Undead? Yes. I do remember Hollywood Undead. What is it? They had one song called Undead, and they had that one that was like, everywhere I go, bitches always know. I don't know, like, I never got into them, but I gotta say that song in my high school days, getting drunk and dying of alcohol poisoning out in a cow field with my friends, that song hits like at that point, you know. This is all that's happened. They walk and they walk and they walk and they fucking walk, and then they stand up here, and then they get in a car, and they've been in this fucking car for hours. That's all that's happened. The riff from Undead is basically Crazy Train. Yeah, it is, actually. Now that you mention it. That Yeah, it is. The hell are these three doing up here? Yeah. Lame. We can't end on something lame. Let's we gotta watch something cool before we leave. Come on. Let's look up like let's watch some Bigfoot or some shit. That's too long. The most. All right, here we go. We're not gonna end on waiting for the shittiest president ever getting done with his blowing. All right. So to close this out, we're going to watch the most convincing Bigfoot sightings caught on camera, because we can't end like this. We got to go out. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this.
Striking photograph appeared from the forests of Colorado. It purportedly shows the legendary Sasquatch. The image was posted by SquatchWatch1 on Instagram, who explained, two couples were hiking a small mountain trail in Colorado, a route they often took. But this time, as they
Look up proof. Proof of what? Bigfoot? You're watching it right now. Yeah.
ascended, they heard heavy, rapid footsteps ahead of them. Along with these loud footsteps, they also heard a low, gibberish-like sound, similar to what Bigfoot is said to make to communicate. Numerous sightings and reports support these sounds. The noise grew nearer until the creature allegedly walked past the hikers without hesitation, just yards away. At that moment, one of the hikers quickly took out their phone and captured this rare photo. It's notably clear and one of the best images of Bigfoot we've seen. Experts highlight the creature's notably long arms, which extend past its knees, and its hunched posture, commonly associated with Bigfoot reports. Upon closer inspection, its face appears hairless with skin resembling that of a human. Supporting the credibility of this sighting is Colorado's rich Bigfoot folklore. The state's dense forests, rugged mountains, and remote wilderness have been the backdrop of countless stories and alleged encounters for decades. Indigenous tribes such as the Ute, Arapaho, and Cheyenne have long spoken of large, hairy, man-like beings inhabiting the mountains. The Ute referred to them as Sasquatch or forest people, describing them as powerful and elusive entities. During the 19th and 20th centuries, as settlers arrived during
There are huge ape-like creatures that lived in this area. Wouldn't that just be humans? Like,
the gold rush and homesteading periods, reports emerged of strange howls and enormous footprints near mining camps. Notable hotspots for Bigfoot sightings include Pike National Forest, the San Juan Mountains, and Bailey, Colorado. So, does this new
Ray, I'm gonna need you to stop being so close-minded. All right, look at this. Like, you're telling me that some tall dude could just get in a Bigfoot outfit and get his picture taken out in the woods? Like, come on. I want you to try to open that mind a little bit. You know, don't be so disrespectful to Bigfoot.
photograph add to Colorado's long-standing Bigfoot lore? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Here's a quite rare and exclusive Sasquatch video.
Okay.
It first appeared in 2023,
Oh, shit.
but has only recently come to light, with few people having seen it.
Oh,
According
shit.
to reports, a man was hiking when this extraordinarily tall, humanoid creature emerged. He was walking up a sloped dirt trail when he heard some commotion behind him, like something massive moving through the brush, and indeed it was.
I like how they circled his head. Seems too implausible, much more likely a sass. Could be right. I like how they circled his head just then. Like, just in case you didn't see. Why would you describe it as a humanoid? I mean, good point.
What makes this footage so convincing to many is the incredible size of the creature. Although the video is somewhat blurry, when zoomed in and slowed down, it gives a clear impression of its stature. The being appears to be between 9 and 10 feet tall, with very long strides thanks to its extended legs. It moves effortlessly through the under.
Yeah, but he's not like slouched over. You said with the last one that the big feet are like slouched over, but this dude's standing straight up. So did we just find like a neat Bigfoot at first, like just venturing out to get some Arby's or something, and then this Bigfoot, like, you know, he like works out and has a job and shit?
Underbrush. When the footage is paused, you can make out its shape. A classic domed head, broad shoulders, and a muscular build. Because of its height, it seems slightly leaner than the typical Bigfoot.
Every video of Bigfoot is either really blurry or it's really far away. Like, it'll just be like a trail cam video of a whole mountain, and you'll just see like a very tiny like stick figure. Yeah, 144p in 2023.
Additionally, its face appears lighter in shade than its body, and its eyes emit a glow. Fortunately, the man only managed to film the creature for a few seconds before fleeing, escaping the encounter. The uploader did not specify the location, likely to protect the creature's habitat. Some viewers, however, have questioned the footage, arguing that the creature's height seems too tall, suggesting it might be a different kind of being, a hoax, or something else entirely.
It's just like, no, that's too tall to be a Bigfoot. That's like this is a completely different kind of cryptid.
Nonetheless, reports of Bigfoot's height vary widely depending on the source. Usually it's said to be between 6 and 10 feet tall, with some sightings claiming heights of 12 to 15 feet. In this case, the height is within the known range, so it's not necessarily too tall. What do you think? Are genuine Bigfoot sightings too incredible to believe?
Hold your goddamn camera still, bitch.
In this fascinating and somewhat unsettling video, we observe what appears to be a massive, dark figure standing by the edge of a river, seemingly fixated on the person holding the camera. The creature's size and presence are immediately striking. It stands motionless for a moment, creating a tense standoff as it gazes across the water directly toward the cameraman. The person filming was clearly terrified and caught off guard, having no idea what kind of creature he was witnessing. In his own words, it was unlike anything he'd ever seen before. That sense of panic is palpable, adding to the authentic.
Just remember, in this shaky video, there are no other creatures in North America that are big and hairy and hang out by rivers. Period.
Authenticity of the moment. The isolated wooded riverside location is the kind of remote area often associated with unexplained sightings, especially those involving Sasquatch or other cryptid beings. The dense background foliage and natural barriers make it highly unlikely this was a person in a costume or an easily explained animal. Could this be a true encounter with the legendary Bigfoot? Or is it something else entirely? We'll let you be the judge. Watch the footage closely again, analyze the movement, the body shape, and the behavior, and decide for yourself. Whatever it is, this sighting is definitely one that will leave you questioning what really exists in the hidden corners of the wilderness.
That was the worst one so far. Like, that was just a shaky video of a bear. Why can't this bitch keep their phone straight? Like, is that Bigfoot's power as he fucks up cameras?
While at Shaver Lake in California, a man noticed a lot of footprints on the ground in the depths of the bay that he saw. Also, while looking through photos from fishing, he noticed a black figure behind him, probably a Bigfoot. In this remarkable image, we appear to witness a rare sighting of what could be a female Bigfoot carrying an infant. The figure blends into the forest background with impressive natural camouflage. Upon closer inspection, the shape of the head, broad shoulders, and dark, uniform body hair suggest a large primate-like creature, commonly described in alleged Bigfoot sightings. Most striking is the smaller form clinging to the front or shoulder area, consistent with the behavior of primate mothers who carry their young. This infant-like shape appears lighter in tone, possibly due to natural lighting.
That's literally fucking nothing at all. That's just a piece of a tree. Like, it doesn't even look like anything. That's not camouflage. Like, you're pointing out this this is a part of this. Like, there's nothing walking right here because there's no ground right there. Like, you could see from the shape of the goddamn mountain.
Or a difference in fur development, and suggests a protective maternal posture. The dense vegetation adds natural distortion, but the proportions and posture align with descriptions from eyewitness reports. If authentic,
Yeah,
this
it's
could
just
be
a
one
shadow.
of the most compelling images to support the theory of family structure within the Sasquatch species. Further enhancement and analysis are highly warranted. Let's proceed to examine a controversial Bigfoot sighting.
Okay.
Despite its controversy, this footage is among the closest and clearest Sasquatch videos ever recorded. Originally uploaded in 2022, the clip was shared by a TikTok user who claims to have found Bigfoot. He explains, "We found him. I've hiked thousands of times, and have only seen his massive footprints once, up in Bailey. As I mentioned earlier, Bailey, Colorado, is known as a hot spot for Bigfoot sightings, and this footage is believed to originate there."
Everywhere with mountains and forest is a hot spot for Bigfoot sightings. Like, we have one in Tennessee. It's like up near Gatlinburg, like the fucking Smoky Mountains. He's spotted all the time up there too. He's also spotted in the redwood forests. Like, he's anywhere where there's mountains and woods, he's spotted there. Oh shit! Oh shit!
The video is remarkable.
I take back everything I just said. I take back everything. Look at that. He's staring directly into our souls right now. That, like, alright, you know what? Fuck it. I take back everything I've talked shit about. I'm sorry, Wild Assault.
Close up and high definition, providing an exceptionally clear view of a Bigfoot. The creature has dark fur, a primal-looking face, human-like eyes, and is quite tall, partially hidden behind a tree. Viewers are debating whether the footage is genuine or not. One commenter insists, "That's a real Bigfoot. I know because I've seen one face-to-face in the
One commenter suggests that's a real Bigfoot.
wilderness. I almost died." Another
Remarkable.
suggests it's computer-generated, while another remarks, "He seems pretty intelligent if you ask me." Someone else adds, "I don't care if this is real or fake. At least it's a clear shot for once." Honestly, they have a point. Usually Bigfoot sightings captured on camera are blurry, distant, or a mix of both. This footage is as good as it gets, whether real or fake. This upcoming image has been creating a buzz online. Encrypted enthusiasts are especially excited about it. The person who shared it made some pretty bold claims, suggesting it might be the clearest Bigfoot footage ever captured on a trail camera.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any CGI or AI accusations, okay? That was the clearest shot of Bigfoot we've ever gotten. Ever. So even if it's not real, that should be the next canon, like, big Bigfoot shot.
At first glance, it's hard to dispute. The fur detail is crisp, the posture appears natural, and the massive size of the figure is quite intimidating. However, upon closer inspection, particularly along the left edge where the figure meets the background, there's an unusual blur. It's not motion blur, but something digital, which is where the controversy begins. Trail camera images typically don't have edges like that. Everything is usually more seamless, making this look almost unnaturally clean. Some skeptics believe it could be AI generated or digitally altered. Given how easy high-resolution fakes are to produce these days, that's a real possibility. On the other hand, many proponents argue that this is the real deal, a rare, clear Bigfoot photo.
I do think it'll be cool, like, as AI video becomes better. Like, we'll get some pretty cool cryptid videos, I think, at least. Like, once it's a little more polished.
That researchers have long been waiting for, and they feel critics should stop dismissing it. So, what's your take? Is this groundbreaking evidence, or just another expertly crafted fake? And if it's fake, what would be the reason behind it? In the Virginia Lick Fork Bigfoot encounter.
Yeah, like this, like they say over in Colorado, like, there's a lot of big, like, this area, like, around here is also known for all the Bigfoot sightings, just because, like, it's just mountain forest. Like, that's always where you find that shit, apparently.
hikers exploring the Lick Fork area in Virginia documented compelling audio evidence, capturing prolonged howls that resonated through the woods. In addition to the auditory recordings, they discovered sizable footprints in the vicinity, indicative of a substantial creature. The hikers estimated the creature's stature to exceed 7 feet in height, with an approximate weight ranging between...
It's fake to attract attention, that's the whole idea. Yeah, like, I guarantee these Bigfoot sightings, it, like, brings in a lot of people, like, to go hiking. You know, it helps out the local economy a little bit. Like, I'd say that's a really big part of it. I mean, that's the whole reason that Roswell, New Mexico is even a fucking town, right? Is because people go out there just hoping to see an alien.
Between 600 and 700 pounds. Interestingly, they reported that their mobile phones experienced frequent malfunctions whenever the creature was nearby, suggesting a possible electromagnetic interference or other anomalous effects. The analysis of this evidence was conducted by the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization, RMSO, which emphasized the creature's impressive size, distinctive movement patterns, and the large footprints observed. This encounter adds to the growing body of evidence supporting the existence of such elusive beings.
I've been wanting to do a segment on the Bennington Triangle in Vermont on our stream. We should all cover it together. Yeah, that'd be fun. Well, Vermont's part of that too, right? Like that like crazy Appalachian part. I never heard of the Bennington Triangle, but like there's a lot of myth and folklore about the Appalachian Mountains. Like it's a big rabbit hole to get into. There's like witches and skinwalkers, Bigfoot, cannibals that live in caves and shit. There's a whole lot of folklore around that. Like Vermont, yeah, I know. Like I could see that. That'd be cool. Yeah, we should all cover it. It's definitely just a shadow. Yeah, this is a shadow, 100%. Like, but no, Desi, that is a cool idea. Like we should all cover like, yeah. Aliens. You get an alien story every now and then. It just depends. Like, you know, you get some UFO sightings every now and then. I will say, I don't think it was aliens, but I have seen like I have seen a UFO before. Like I don't know what the fuck it was. It was probably the military just like experimenting with something. But for like 2 nights in a row on my back porch, we like walked outside. And there were just like these 4 like light like sources like up in the sky, and they weren't moving like helicopters or planes. They were like way too fast. But like they were legitimately just moving around like all weird. And that happened. We watched it for like an hour. And then at one point they all just like formed into like a straight line, and then they all combined, and then they just disappeared. And I'm not saying that's aliens, but that was definitely weird. Like I said, I kind of rounded up more to like some kind of like Air Force experiment maybe. Like I think that's what a lot of these UFO sightings are. Let's see here. I've seen some weird shit in the sky, not tripping. Yeah, like so. And then there was another time I was driving home on the interstate one day, and then just this green light source just in the sky for like a split second. It just went like across the sky. That was pretty crazy. So I can't confirm what that is, but I did see that shit. My mom's way more into like the alien stuff than I am. She knows a lot more about like the lore that the people do, but like that shit was crazy. Now I want to hear some abductee stories with dramatic reenactments. Yeah, like, see here, I've seen some weird shit in the sky. It's definitely aliens. It could have been. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it was. That is a true story, though. That one's lame. This one is. Fast forward.
Video comes from Oregon and was uploaded on April 19th, 2025. A husband and wife were walking along a familiar trail, one they often frequent, when they encountered a bizarre and inexplicable scene. Here's their footage.
Just randomly in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nowhere, this... I don't even know. Anyway. Okay, my husband is on it. It's crazy. Like, where did this come from? Let me show you around surrounding areas. Hold on. Okay, so we can't figure out where this came from. How crazy. I'm gonna walk up to it. Okay, so here's my Forerunner. There's nothing else weird around here. And this is the craziest thing.
This tree?
And I don't want somebody's lame ass reasoning for this because there honestly isn't one.
Well, there's no trees broken.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Look up the hill. Not even there.
Yeah.
So you don't know what did this, so it's Bigfoot.
There's nothing.
You don't even have a Bigfoot sighting. You just have a weird ass tree.
That's crazy.
The woman who shared the video, Stephanie Recall, states they had never seen anything like this before. She emphasizes that there was no logical reason for it to be there. The footage shows a massive tree perfectly embedded in the ground. She points out the surrounding area and notes they couldn't find any signs of how it might have fallen or come to rest there. While there are large trees nearby, there's no evidence of any breakage or fall that would explain this position. The video quickly went viral, with many people speculating it was a Bigfoot that placed the log there, given that Bigfoot is believed to have the strength to lift and throw logs with immense force. The log appears to be wedged so tightly into the earth.
Yeah, I've never seen a tree. Yeah, like I can't explain this either, but it's not. I don't think it's big. Like, it's weird. That's the first thing they go to, is Bigfoot. Yeah, lightning strike. This could be a tree that got struck by lightning. Like, it's weird that, like, why the first thing you go to is Bigfoot.
That it would have required an extraordinary amount of force or velocity to set it there. Stephanie later posted a follow-up video, revisiting the site to provide further details and demonstrate that the log couldn't have simply fallen from a tree.
We went somewhere that we go quite a bit, and we saw that big tree in the middle of the road that we've never seen before, that had to have been put there with force. Whatever you want to say did it. At this point, no theory is wrong because we just don't know what happened. Except tornadoes, we don't have tornadoes where we live.
She also mentioned that she wouldn't reveal the exact location to protect any potential wildlife or Bigfoot habitat. During her return visit, she examined the area more closely to support her claim that the log hadn't fallen naturally from a tree.
Here is the tree. Yes, there's debris right here because whatever made this forcefully go into the ground, there's going to be debris. So that's debunked. And I'm going to look up because everyone kept saying, look up. Well, the sky's up. There are no trees that are broken.
The fact you came back here to try to debunk it just makes me think that you and your husband put this here. Like, somehow. I don't know.
Okay, and I'm doing a 360, everybody. Turning, turning, turning. Sky. Nothing.
Aside from the Bigfoot theory, there are a few alternative explanations. Some believe natural disasters or a lightning strike could have caused the tree or log to break free and land there. However, the perfect placement of the log seems intentional, almost as if someone or something deliberately placed it. The couple continues to visit the site periodically and share updates, but no definitive evidence of Bigfoot has been found so far. If any new developments occur, I'll be sure to keep everyone informed. In this intriguing photo, reportedly taken by a tourist in Michigan, we see what could be one of the most compelling roadside Bigfoot sightings in recent years. Captured in a remote, forested area, the image shows a figure partially concealed along the left edge of the winding path, blending unnaturally well with the tree line and debris. At first glance, one might dismiss it as a shadow or oddly shaped tree trunk, but with closer inspection, the figure reveals distinctly humanoid characteristics. A broad shoulder line, a large head with a conical shape, and an upright posture. The limbs appear...
I like how everybody has video cameras in their pocket now, so like when Bigfoot does show up, they don't take a video of it, they just take a weird picture. That's not Bigfoot, that's a homeless dude. Yeah. Where did they say this was? Michigan? This is just some Michigan, hillbilly.
appear long and proportionate to an ape-like physiology, with the right arm subtly angled as though in mid-motion or leaning on the slope. What sets this photo apart is the realism of the creature's stance and the scale relative to the path. Based on the angle and visible surroundings, the figure appears significantly taller than an average human, suggesting a height estimate in the 7 to 8 foot range. Additionally, there are no visible clothing patterns or signs of artificial gear, which often rule out hoaxes or costume-based explanations. The timing and placement of this sighting also line up with the peak periods of Bigfoot activity in the...
Alright, well there you guys have it. Those were the most convincing Bigfoot sightings. This was probably the best one. That's definitely not AI generated or whatever. This was probably the best that we had. Was this one. How do we even know the height? Yeah, exactly. Like, well, there y'all have it. The most convincing videos of all time to show that Bigfoot is real. I think I'm gonna call it a day for the stream, since we got blue-balled on what we were supposed to be watching. So I guess I hope everybody watching has a good rest of your day. And fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Vladimir Putin too. Not for anything horrible they've done, but for blue-balling me from covering the news. So fuck them. I'm glad we're getting some believers in the chat. But, alright, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Just remember to, if you like the video, to like it, share it. We need to get up there and destroy Mr. Beast. I'm glad you had fun. Alright.